welcome to the Emma Chizzit channel. If this is the first time you're here, where have you been? I'm John. I am the straight 52-year-old man who has decided I'm going to get into drag, and why not? It's an art form that I have admired for many years, and so it feels like, it didn't necessarily feel like the logical thing. In fact, it was more something that kind of worked out almost without me wanting to. But I decided that this is what I'm going to do. Now, the biggest thing so far that I find really difficult is makeup. Jesus Christ, that stuff is hard. I mean, I knew it was going to be hard. I was well aware that doing makeup good is not easy. There's a reason people go to school to be cosmetologists. There's a reason people pay somebody to do their makeup when they're going to have a wedding or whatever. So I get that. I was under no illusion. Well, I was under more illusions than I thought, but I was under no illusions. I thought I was under no illusions. I knew it was hard. But when you spend 2 hours in front of the mirror and you're doing stuff and you're like 1% of the way to where you want to be, that's pretty disheartening. It's gotten a little better, but it's like I can see progress, but it's slow and it's hard and it doesn't help. You know, I'm 52, I've got wrinkles, especially these eyelids are not very firm. So it's hard. I had a young queen come in, a friend of mine, to show me a little bit, and I could tell that she was very frustrated because she's only been doing 19, 20, 21, 22-year-olds, and then there's this face. And not that I look particularly old for 52, but nonetheless, you know, there are wrinkles, there's some looseness, things hanging, and also I haven't taken care of my skin in 52 years because, hey, I'm a dude, I don't have to. So there's a lot to learn, and there's a lot to try and figure out, not only how to do it, but what it is I want to do. And I really don't know yet. It's, I look at images online and I'm like, well, maybe I want that makeup, and then I try it, and even if I could get there, I realize that doesn't actually fit my face. It has to do with distances and angles, and you know, got these eyebrows that are so yeah, makeup is hard, you guys, and I am so full of admiration for all these women who can make it look so good, and with, I don't want to say a minimum of effort, because I do not want to downplay the effort, because there's a lot of effort, but still, you know, if you can spend less than 20 minutes and look okay in makeup, well, you know, you've got 2 thumbs up for me. And that's another thing. Am I going to have fake nails for Emma? I don't know yet. I don't want to. I hate having long nails. I've never had nails like any longer than just like a millimeter over my finger length, and I hate that feel, and it gets stuck in stuff, and it's like, ugh. And one of my stepsons, he wanted long nails when he was, I don't know, 15, 16, something like that. It was one of those, you know, he wanted to try it, and he did, and he went to high school wearing them, and, you know, kudos to him for doing that, because that's pretty fucking brave. But then he came back, he's like, how do you go to the bathroom with these? And yeah, that is, that's a valid question. How do you operate a smartphone? So I don't know. That's going to have to be something that I'm going to have to figure out if I want to do or not, because it does fit with the character, and I don't want to take something away from the character just because I'm uncomfortable with it. Eventually, hopefully, at some point, you will see something that looks vaguely like a British girl, woman. She's 45. She's not a girl. I kept saying girl early on, then I was like, wait a minute, I'm 52, I'm not going to pass for 23, not that I wanted to, because like I said, I did want to make Emma the kind of woman that I desire. Now, luckily, I am not much into petite girls, and I'm not very much into young girls, just naturally. It's just been one of those things. It's like if I see a hot looking girl, then I realize, wait a minute, she's maybe like 18, 19. It's like, I'm not interested. And it's not a rational thought. It's not something that I have to make myself think. It's just a natural reaction. It's like, I'm really not all that interested in women under 30. It's just not my thing. And well, I'm glad for that. It'd be awful if I had to fight it or had to like have my morals, what's the word, transcend, override my emotions, which you sometimes have to do. That's part of growing up, is to learn that, you know, sometimes you have to act in ways that you may not want to act. But in this case, when it comes to how I feel about women and which women I find desirable, I have a fairly easy time not getting too interested in the young'uns, and that's I'm grateful for that. So it makes it fairly easy for me to make Emma something that is very close to a woman that I would desire. The character that I'm aiming for is the kind of woman that I would be attracted to, which is a real mindfuck. So evidently there is a term for that, and it's called autogynephilia, that, you know, you get turned on by turning yourself into a woman. Now I will say I'm very excited about the Emma Chizzit thing. It's a big deal emotionally and in all sorts of ways. I don't think it's very sexual though. It's not like I get horny off of it. I don't get a hard on thinking about myself with tits. Although I will say, you know, looking down and seeing the cleavage when I've got it set up right, that's pretty lovely. But that's just, that would go for any cleavage really, if I look over a girl's shoulder. So I don't know. And like I said, there's the term autogynephilia, which I think is mostly bullshit, because it's supposed to be like one of the two main reasons why people become transvestites or transsexuals. And I don't think that that's true. I think it's a fairly rare thing. I think of all the various trans and queer people I know who cross-dress and do gender fuck stuff, I don't think it fits anyone. And if it fits anyone out of all that group that I know, it's me, and even I don't really apply to it. And there is a really good video by ContraPoints called Autogynephilia, and I'll put the link in the doobie-doo, as John Green of the Vlog Brothers says. Yeah, there'll be a link down for it. Watch that. It really covers the entire thing very well and kind of debunks the entire concept of autogynephilia, even though, like I said, I kind of half identify with that, but only half. So I think that was it for today. Yeah, see you next time.